Well folks, Love Island USA has pretty much imploded.
You each have to decide who you want to dump right here and right now.
No,
Shelley,
God!
and Nick.
No, God, please, no!
No, we don't want to do that.
No!
Are you dead ass right now?
No!
If it's got everything we just went through the last two.
So yes, everything on this season is in disarray, and it's all thanks to you, America. You did this. You trolled the cast so hard they're in tears. Do you feel happy about yourselves? Cause I absolutely do. Y'all are diabolical and I'm here for it. Round of applause, round of applause. And if you're confused and don't know exactly what I mean, essentially America got to vote on some new couplings, which turned into a domino effect of drama and wildly over-the-top emotions. Week 2 really shifted things into another gear. Oh, and by the way, if you missed week 1, I've got a video recapping all of that, so if you want, you can go watch that and catch up. So where things stand at the start of week 2, everyone's reeling from the exit of Bella, and Huda here is feeling like Nick is real shady for sending Bella home. Like, Huda keeps going, some men, oof, you know, you just can't tell. Why can't men be transparent? Why?
Some men are like, what?
Like you can't even tell.
Yeah, but he was transparent with how he was feeling.
Why I couldn't tell.
Oh.
You know what? Absolutely love Huda. I mean, not actually, but for reality TV, she's so messy. Cause you got Jeremiah over here going, Nick was transparent with Bella, and Huda goes, yeah, he was, but he wasn't transparent with me, so... Oh, and by the way, this is a slope that's about to get real slippery real fast, as these two are going to be nearing crash and burn level real soon. But for now, let's put a cork on that and head over to Amaya and Ace, the newly formed couple from the last recoupling ceremony, and these two are already in crash and burn mode, cause when Ace starts telling Amaya right away that he wants to take things slow and that they should feel free to look around without obligations, well, that pops Amaya's bubble before they could even get things started.
I feel like this conversation could have waited until tomorrow. I don't know, it's kind of giving player vibes, I'm not gonna lie.
Player vibes.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that player comment really irks Ace. Meanwhile, Amaya's wondering why he even picked her if he was just gonna keep one foot out the door. And what happens here is one of the weirdest on-off situations I've seen in a long time. And by that I mean I can't tell you how many times I thought these two had actually broken up, but then one of them would go and say something that proves otherwise. So Ace keeps telling Amaya to cool things down by saying stuff like,
Even babe is like a lot for me too. And I know she like to say that a lot.
Oh my God,
It
so
is.
you want me to stop calling you babe? Damn.
Yeah, like that's, yeah.
oh yeah, don't you dare say the word babe in front of this man. I mean, Ace hears the word babe and alarm bells start going off or something. But he doesn't quite understand that Amaya just calls everyone babe. It's like a server at an old school diner calling you sugar or honey. But Ace keeps going.
We've had 3 conversations and you call me babe. Can you hand me this? Can you hand me that? Like, that's crazy to me.
And even when it's clear that she doesn't say it as a pet name or because she thinks there's more going on with them than there is, like here when she says babe by accident to him.
Okay, that's fine, we'll talk, babe. Oh, sir.
It's natural. It's natural.
Yeah, he's still upset. So never say that word to this man, never take him to see Babe Pig in the City, he will crash out. And needless to say, these two just fight more and more and more, while the rest of us are left to watch these two blow up all week like...
Yo, look at it. The neck popping is insane.
By the way, immediately after this, at the start of the next episode, Amaya says this.
It's still a little bit on the rocky side, but I still feel like Ace is still my #1 right now.
Yeah, I don't even know anymore. So Ace now comes back to Shelley, who's a little bit off with Ace, cause like, this man is always exploring. I mean, he had ample opportunity to come and be with Shelley, but he hasn't. Still, he plans this yoga date for her, but unfortunately that gets interrupted when Amaya finds out Shelley also was talking with Ace while she'd been comforting Amaya when she cried a bunch cause of all the Ace stuff. And well, Ace just has to wait and overhear all of this.
I said from the jump that, look, that's someone I'm still pursuing, but not in a way that I'm gonna sit here and be messy and moving around and stuff like that.
He's very picky with his boundaries with certain people, and it seems like the boundaries is only with me. So, girl, you can have him.
So Ace has to run back to Nick, who's supposed to be running their yoga date, like...
Cancel this one. Cancel. We're canceling it.
No,
No, we have to cancel the party.
And even after all of this, Amaya's still over here going...
When things are too peaceful between me and my man, I want an argument. Show me some toxic love.
Well, that explains a lot.
So we then get another game that they have to play where you essentially answer a question like, who do you think is here for clout and not love? And then you have to flip a coin and either kiss that person or pie them in the face. And Huda, she calls out Ace as someone who she thinks is secretly waiting for someone else, which naturally Ace doesn't take too well, and these two are really at odds after this game. And as all the guys huddle together, Ace and Nick start getting in Jeremiah's head, saying that they're not sure if Huda actually likes him. So what does Jeremiah do? Does he defend his girl? Nope, he goes into full toddler mode, and the next time Huda arrives, she's like, come on, Jeremiah. I deal with enough of this at home.
Hey. What's wrong? You okay? Jeremiah. Look at me.
So Huda is feeling a shift, and she's also upset that Jeremiah didn't defend their relationship, and instead just sulked and let all those boys get to him. However, at the same time, Huda's also thinking she should probably tell some other people that she's a mother. So she goes to sit down and tell Nick.
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
No, I'm a mommy.
A mom of what? A dog?
I have a daughter.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Like a daughter, like a real baby?
Yeah, like a human child.
Bruh, come on. Still, Nick's going, wow, that's amazing. And he tells Huda that he donated some sperm to a couple that couldn't conceive, so he kinda understands her worries. Like, what might a woman think knowing he had donated sperm and that child is out there in the world right now? So he starts saying stuff like,
I'm so actually like jealous. I want kids so bad. You don't even know.
Hey, you're an uncle now.
I'm an uncle, literally.
You're an
I'll be the
uncle now.
best fun uncle.
and I just want y'all to remember this once we get to the end. But okay, the big shift in the week starts here at this Leather Enjoyers Challenge that's too hot for YouTube. So if you want to know what Hannah's doing into Charlie's mouth right now, I'll give you one clue, and it's this.
Fuck to and spit on that thing, you get me?
Oh, and of course, here some new bombshells arrive, and I didn't realize that these bombshells actually have an idea of what's going on in the villa before coming. Like, Jalen here comes in, and he's already interested in Alandria. Pepe is after Sierra and Hannah, but things get real spicy when one of the guys that Iris here is interested in turns out to be Jeremiah. And you know how Huda gets anytime someone comes near her man.
Bitch, if you don't quit it right now, thank you.
Huda's working on her back bend.
But this also happens to be the perfect time for spray tanner Iris here to erode the cracks that have already started to form with Huda and Jeremiah. Because Jeremiah, he is getting exhausted with Huda.
They're gonna do more this week.
That's perfect.
Can you do more?
You did ass.
By the way, I just want to interject here to say that they have been at the villa for 10 days at this point. This is just 10 days in.
You need to eat all of your food.
Why?
Because you're a man. You need to finish it.
Okay, Mom.
Oh, and Lord help Jeremiah when Taylor helps cook Huda's breakfast one time, and Jeremiah doesn't barge in to make sure no other man's cooking for his girl, which gets Huda upset, and there's a whole new argument. But of course, when Iris and Jeremiah sit down together, Jeremiah says he's still staying with Huda. I mean, he's not just gonna drop their relationship because of a few fights, so Iris ventures off with other guys, like Ace, who, by the way, tells Shelly he wants to pursue Iris now, and Shelly's going, really, man? Every time someone new comes in, you're exploring. I mean, the man's exploring so much he's about to bust out a map and a backpack and start teaching kids Spanish. But alright, when Huda hears that Jeremiah told Iris there were problems with them, oh no.
You're never ever supposed to bring up any problems to anybody. I don't give a who it is.
ever.
Yeah, it's starting to look like death by 1,000 Huda cuts for Jeremiah.
And guess what? I don't know the bitch. Don't bring up shit about us, especially problems.
But whatever their state is right now, that doesn't stop them from finally taking their 10-day relationship to the next level. And oh, would you look at that? Suddenly, after that night, Jeremiah's making breakfast for Huda.
You had sex?
Look again.
Don't look, love you, bye. Oh, not love you, sorry. Ah! Bye!
Goodbye.
Meanwhile, Jalen is making moves on Alandria, and Pepe has swooped in and really swept Hannah off her feet, which is getting Charlie real worried.
Do not worry about that man. You should not worry about that man until she tells you to worry about that man.
Meanwhile.
So, Charlie decides to go and talk to other girls like Iris and Amaya, cause why shouldn't he? He's learned that his girl has gone and made out with Pepe in like no time flat. Who would fault him for a few little chats to explore like she's doing? Well, Hannah. Hannah would.
I'm about to crash the out. It's just like him trying to make me feel bad and him trying to throw it in my face like, oh, you can do this while I can do that. I'm like, it's just not genuine.
And so things aren't entirely smooth here either. So Charlie goes to Amaya to see if there's any chance that maybe there's something there. And Amaya, she just shuts it down and goes,
Like, me and Hannah are extremely close. And doing that to her would be like the biggest betrayal ever. And I just don't have that in me to do that.
yeah, she'd never upset or betray Hannah, I say, knowing full well she's about to betray Hannah in a horrific way that will have Hannah nearly screaming in tears. So Amaya tells Hannah about her conversation with Charlie, and Hannah essentially tells Amaya that she's more into Charlie than Pepe, and that her connection with Charlie feels deeper and more real, so she'd like to pursue that. And Charlie and Hannah have this big moment where they tell each other how they really feel and that they're pretty much all in on each other, which is going to be the perfect note to leave off on as we head into the recoupling ceremony, which, let me tell you, is a wild one. Because here, the couples learn that America has been voting on which person they think should couple up with the new bombshells, and whoever wins those votes will actually be forced into a couple with that person. And someone who's not in a couple tonight is going home. So America voted that Alandria should be in a couple with Jalen, Hannah should be in a couple with Pepe, but the jaw-dropping troll of the summer that had me cackling and aghast was who America voted to be coupled up with Iris.
Jeremiah.
What? Okay, that's messy as what the
Oh, America, you messy, messy voters. Y'all had me howling. I was both shocked and yelling out.
I love it! Come on!
And now, Huda is vulnerable. So at this point, Ariana Maddox turns to the couples and the words out of her mouth might as well have been, I want to play a game. Cause she has prepared something that's as close to a Saw-like experience as Love Island is ever going to see, because now, the people who weren't recoupled with one of the bombshells get to vote on who they think should be dumped from the island, and that person is going home. Oh, and the reaction these cast members have is wild. People burst out crying, they're screaming and shaking.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
I just want to say,
No! Are you dead ass right now?
I just had the most amazing moment with Hannah.
So first, out comes Sierra, and her vote is for Charlie, which does make sense considering she's close with Nick, and Nick's friends with Taylor. Then out comes Nick, and his vote is quite the juicy one.
Huda.
Y'all, this is crazy. Huda is a raging storm of heat and tears right now. By the way, what was it that Nick said earlier about her having a kid?
I'm an uncle, literally. I'll be the best fun uncle.
Yeah, Uncle Nick just got uninvited to Thanksgiving dinner. Austin then votes for Taylor because Charlie is his BFF here. Shelly votes for Charlie, which also makes sense to me. Ace then comes out, and you know where his vote's going considering there's one person up there that he has beef with.
I've seen one person be so sure that someone is their match and be so locked in and closed off within day one. And to me, it's bullshit.
Yeah, what BS? How dare you find someone and commit to them on a show that's supposed to be about finding someone and committing to them? But I guess that makes sense coming from the man who can't stop exploring, so yeah, he votes for Huda. Which leaves 2 votes for Huda, 2 votes for Charlie and 1 for Taylor, with Amaya getting the final vote.
Charlie.
No way. For real? You literally have no connection to Taylor and he's bros with Ace, who you also hate. Hello? What happened to Hannah being your best girl that you'd never betray? You just sent her man home, the man she told you she wanted to pursue. You know what, y'all? Amaya, she's made for reality TV. This was wild, cause Hannah just bursts out going...
Can I go up to her, like, what's the deal?
You can do whatever you want.
So, Charlie is gone, and you just know Hood is going to be on the warpath, and I, for one, am here for it. The mess just got messier, and we're only 2 weeks in, so... bye! So that's it for this video on week 2 of Love Island USA. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to give the video a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And, until next time, Bachelor Fantake, out.
No! Right now. No! If it's got, listen, everything we just went through the last 2